Welcome to episode 30 of DM Podcast. You can watch it and listen to it on YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, and all the platforms. Just search for it, you'll find it. Obviously, whatever you're watching on at the moment, do us a favour. Please like the video, follow, subscribe, comment, you know the score. This podcast is a good one, right? So we're actually talking about Mick. He sold his bus and he's got into a car. So we're going to talk about that. Mark's recently swapped his Mercedes E-Class for a Toyota Corolla. There's an update on that. Plus general chit-chat of Uber, taxis, fares are quite low. To be honest, insurance costs, stuff like that. It was actually a really good podcast today. And also, I did reveal that DM shop is now live and launched. You can access it on drivermatty.com. Go and get yourself a nice little mug. Keep calm. I'm not a Wolverhampton driver. There's a few little memey ones, you know what I mean, and some jokes and some nice ones. So go check that out. And definitely sit back, relax, put your feet up, and enjoy the podcast. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon. Yeah, how are we all? First of all, I want to talk about the big elephant in the room. A lot of people don't aware, but it's a sneaky information. But Mick, aka the legend Mick, has got rid of the legendary Traffic, the black minibus. Oh, don't lad, don't. When you told me the other day that you got rid of it, honest to God, I felt a bit sad myself as well. So, come on, first of all, Mick, how long have you had it for, mate? And has it been a good minibus? And what are you going into now? Because obviously now you're off the road. So go on, lad. Tell us what's happening.
So yeah, the baby's gone. The M&L baby's gone. And it's actually not M&L's first minibus. If you remember rightly, I had the Smash, didn't I? The first one got wrote off. So
Have you had that for how long have you had that now for?
That one in February 2019.
5 years.
5 years. How many miles?
2019. Was it 2019? It was on a 68 plate. Would that be 2019, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just. No, 68. 68 is 2018.
Yeah, February though. Following
it's going
year.
Into 2019, yeah.
The 19 plate doesn't come out
6 years.
till March, does it?
Oh, I get you.
So it's on the back end of 2018 because it's a 68.
Oh, I thought the 68 plate comes out in September.
Yeah, but then the 19 doesn't come out until March, does it?
Yeah, in 19, yeah.
So if you get a bus in February of 2019, it's on the 68 plates.
Yeah, I get you.
So it was February 2019 because it's classed as a 2019 minibus.
Okay. And how many miles did you get done? And was there any major? Did it have any major damage? Because I know the Traffic's are well known, aren't they, for being a solid little minibus, like.
Yeah. Probably the only major thing I had done to that minibus was a clutch.
And that's it.
That's it.
And how many miles?
190k.
You've only replaced the clutch.
I spent about 600 quid on new front suspension on it. But the major thing was the clutch.
I can't believe you had a minibus for 5 years.
The clutch only I got the clutch done at 105 miles.
Bloody hell.
105k. And when the lad done it, he said there was another 20k on that.
Yeah, that's unreal, isn't it?
I could have got 125, 130k out of the clutch.
Original gearbox as well.
Yeah.
Mate, people slate the Renaults. People slate the Renaults, mate. And it's not like that, is it?
No. Obviously, the first year I had the service off Renault with it, but then I choked on the price and paid it for the first year. And then I just started doing my own services then after Renault charged me that. Obviously, there was other garages that were doing it for cheaper and stuff, but I thought, you know what? all I've done was just look on YouTube, service of Reynolds traffic, just watched about 10, 15 videos. This is how you
just
do
done
it.
it yourself.
And just went for it and just done it myself. I've serviced it every 15k. The manual says every 25k to service them, but I done it every between 15 and 20 when I could be bothered doing it. Once it got to 15k, I was like, I need to service it. So I'd service it, and then 5k later, my light had come on to be serviced. So I'd just reset my light and know that I've got another 15k or 10 to 15k to play with after that.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, what a flipping bust. And then obviously, how much did you... because obviously the hardest part of our minibus now is selling it. So did you went for the We Buy Any Car, didn't you?
Went to We Buy Any Car. Valued it on We Buy Any Car. Got a valuation of 7,770. And that
dropped it because it's a private hire.
That was the 30. That was the 30-second thing. I couldn't find the advanced search on the website. It was just the value me card in 30 seconds one. I couldn't find any thingy menus to put it in, so I just went with that. Booked an appointment and thought, you know what, so they take it down. I'll be honest, it probably would, if I wanted to, my plate was due next month, on the 19th of next month, and that's what's got me thinking about it. Do we cash in now, or do we keep it on the road for another 12 months?
Yeah.
To keep it on the road for another 12 months, I would have had to throw about $2,000 into it. Probably would have needed to do another clutch. And just before I sold it, though, I spent 250 quid on suspension parts, so I got the drop links done. The ball joints. And what else? Sway bar link. Anti-roll bar link. So I bought them parts myself, and I was going to fit them myself, but I was having a nightmare outside on the path to do it. So I ended up phoning the garage. They charged me $160 to do it. My parts cost me about 80 quid. 3 days later, I sold it.
Do you know what though, mate? Hey, do you know what though? You think about it, lad. Right? We talked about minibuses and cars and what's best options and all that. And obviously we go to Mark and the set over that. But you're hitting the point there. You've been sitting down doing the math now, and obviously it was the correct time to get the bus, weren't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously at the time you run your own airport transfer company, priority minibuses, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But now obviously you're getting to the end of your taxi career and moving into the driving instructing thing, right?
Yeah.
Now you're off the road, aren't you? So you've got no car, no way of working. So I know what's happened because obviously we speak all the time. But obviously, so what was your next steps then? Because obviously I know you struggled, didn't you, with getting a car or something?
So I thought personally, I didn't think I'd have an issue getting a car, to be totally honest. I thought it's January, there'll be a car everywhere. It probably is. If we're going... I know I've been offered an 18 plate Focus, but I've said no, I'd rather walk. So I'm not in any major rush to get back. It's January, I'm not missing a hell of a lot.
Oh, by the way, one thing we didn't clarify, you sold your bus for 5, didn't you? They offered you 7.7. They knocked you down for a few bits, and also because of private hire, there's 5, wasn't it?
Obviously, like I said, there was probably about 2. I reckon probably about 2, maybe 2.5 grand's worth of work needed doing on that bus as well. To get it fully ready for a good run. You probably run round with it now for 20k. And not a lot with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I just wanted to specify that because people don't aware that as soon as it's private hire, they plummet the price, don't they? Second hand.
So I went and he asked me I said to myself, if they ask me the question, I'll tell them. I mean, it wasn't hard because I just used a plate on the back, but I used double-sided thingy on the back of the thing because I knew I was going to run it down. Right. I tried to get it off, but it's been on there for that long. It was a bit thingy. You won't get it off if you had the right stuff to do it. I was just a little bit of acid, or a little bit of spray, trying to rub it off.
They know anyway now, don't they?
But yeah, I went down there and he went, was it a taxi? He said, yeah, it's done airports, done a little bit of taxi work, blah, blah, blah. It's plated as a taxi. He told me it wasn't registered as one, so I probably could have got away with it. But it was obvious it was a taxi because I didn't hide it as such. Even me plate and the front thing still had the adhesive of the things on. The windows were etched on it, so they could have thingy. So I just said, yeah, it's a taxi. Agreed to it. There was an ABS light on as well, which I know was just just the sensor had gone. I know that, but they don't. So they still mark it down. Do you know what I mean? So the ABS sensor needed doing on it straight away. And when he come back with 5-1 at first. He went, "Oh, I can throw some more back on that for you." So he whatever he done, he got it up to like 5-8 something.
Still good, that, don't we? That's still good, that, for a 5-year-old bus and nearly 200,000 miles on it.
Well, I went in. I said to myself going into the appointment, I'll take 5 for this now.
So you done well, didn't you? So now you've got the money in the bank and you're safe as houses, aren't you, there for a little bit?
Yeah.
So then you said you got offered the Focus and you turned it down. And then now you've got a hybrid waiting, haven't you?
Yeah, so I phoned, Monday was when I sold it. I got up, Sunday I was out working and it was quiet, so I was sitting around, my head was ticking, tick, 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 tick. Done an evaluation. I spoke to you Sunday night, didn't I, Matty?
Yeah.
And I got up Monday morning, went straight to the appointment. There was a 10 o'clock appointment, so sold that, got out of there about 11:30. And I was walking along, and I was just making phone calls as I was walking along from where I sold it. And everyone was just going, ring me back tomorrow, ring us back tomorrow, or yeah, I should have something there, I'll phone me back tomorrow. And everyone I got was just like, either I got, no, we've got no Liverpool plates, or I got, ring me back tomorrow. And 90% of it was all just ring me back tomorrow. And I thought, you know what, people aren't taking me serious here. I'm on the phone just asking for the plates, asking for the car. I don't feel like I'm getting took as serious. I'm just getting fobbed up on the phone. So Tuesday morning came. I ended up getting myself down because all the settle car companies now are all Brasenose Road or round there.
Yeah.
There's about 4 of them on just there. So I jumped the taxi up, went round the garages. Berry Street told me, got none, took me details. Ancient Settle Cars, none. Who was the other one I went to? Brasenose Garage. They said they had none. And then Liverpool Van Hire was one like, we've got none, ring us back tomorrow. So I ended up speaking to my mate and he come to me and took me because he's in a Liverpool Van Hire car.
Oh yeah.
And on the Tuesday morning before I got my taxi down there, I messaged a lad who I know who's also on it, and he'd messaged the lad who sells he must be the fleet manager, I reckon. He messaged him and he said, "Oh yeah, just get him to send his license over." But because I was in the area, I just went in anyway. So I went in, my mate took me in and he went, "Yeah, I'll go in and see what you say." Walked into Liverpool Van Hire and went, "I love, I'm just looking for if you've got any Liverpool City Council cars available, blah, blah, blah." "Yeah, sit down here, we've got one coming back now." Oh, nice one. You know what I mean? Sat down, started doing a licence check, and then next minute she gets a whisper in her ear. She went, "Oh, it's possibly coming back."
Ah.
And I was like, ah. So she done the licence check. She said, "Everything's fine. You can come on with us. But I need to get confirmation of this definitely coming back." And I said, "Well, to be honest, I'm not going to go anywhere else because Liverpool Van Hire is one of the best out there, isn't it? Let's be honest."
All the cars are nearly new, hybrids, they're all spot on, aren't they? A lot of the other settle companies are not going to slag them off at all, but they deal with more older cars. What you call them, lads? Bone rattlers. Yeah, you know, bone rattlers.
Bone rattlers, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sound like a bag of spanners when you're driving them around.
Definitely. So luckily, though, you've got a car settled now for early Feb, haven't you?
So, yeah, they ended up, obviously, I come away from there and I was still on edge, like, what do we do? Because will they ring me? Will they, won't they? So I ended up messaging that lad who was said, my mate, had messaged. And I said, "Look, I've been in, I've done the licence check. here's me details anyway, what you've requested, but I'm deadly serious here. I want to be with Liverpool Van Hire. So can you definitely ring me back and let me know for sure if it's going to be thingy? He messaged me back about 15, 20 minutes later. Sorry, mate, that car's not coming back. But I'll check what I've got on my list for returning. And he said the next one returning is the 3rd of February. And I just looked at it, thought, time off.
Yeah,
Can I put
January?
Can I put a deposit on that? So I'll throw a deposit down.
And go on, big reveal. What car is it?
A lovely 23. Well, to be honest, I didn't know what they had a newer model and everything since
The
the
Nero.
Neros. So it's a 23
lovely.
plate Kia Nero, and I didn't know that they'd made a new model after the 22 plate. So I was a bit like, oh, it's a Nero, don't know about airports and that on it. But then when you sent me your review,
My review one.
your video review of it, of the new model, I was like, yeah, I'm excited now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So they are really nice, like, so, yeah, I mean, I'm...
Well, listen, talking about cars, Mick, right? There's a big thing on the other side of the screen. Big red thing, by the way. We've done so much. But what's going to...
I do look a bit red, don't I?
But anyway, yeah, so what's going to... Marcus, if you don't know from previous videos and stuff like that, he got rid of a very, very nice, beautiful E-Class estate, but because it was very expensive to run with it, Mark, and he only does normal airport runs and a bit of Uber. Do you know what I mean? But what we want to know is he has got a Toyota Corolla, and he's had it now for a couple of weeks.
5 weeks.
How's it treating you? Have you noticed? How's it, if someone's interested now in a new car and they've got two choices, a Mercedes E-Class estate or a Toyota Corolla estate, they're going to go, right, Mark, give me that information right now. What's best about them, and like, how do you compare it? Do you know what I mean? Or what have you found? Any differences and stuff?
I'll probably say to them, what do they want the car for? So basically, if it's just airports and just normal Uber, I can't fault the Corolla. If you're doing exec work, obviously you need a Merc, but
yeah,
I really got rid of it because I only mainly do airports, do a little bit of Uber, do a little bit of local work, and that's all I need. And it's saving me about 150 quid a week in fuel. 150 quid a week in fuel.
Much.
That's now kind of thing because I'm doing more town stuff, if you know what I mean. So I'll probably be able to come back to it.
Because obviously the airports are quieter this time. Yeah, I get you.
Do you know what I mean? So long distance could not fault. Going down to Heathrow, Southampton, it's a dream driving down in the Merc. It's an absolute dream. But at the moment, it's saving me money.
What's the Corolla like? Have you done a long distance in the Corolla?
I've done Heathrow, I've done Gatwick. I've not done a Southampton yet. But yeah, I can't fault it. The only downfall from it is with me having that Merc, it's the size.
Is it a big difference between the two?
Yeah, it is a big difference. Boot space and also sat in the back. Not so much leg room, it's width.
Skinnier.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's skinnier. And the boot space is... I've got... What have I got in my... What did I get? Most I've got in my Corolla is probably 3 large suitcases and 3 carries-ons. Whereas the Merc probably got 4 large ones and probably 4 carry-ons.
Wow. Really? I didn't know the E-Class make boots were that big.
Yeah.
So the Corolla has took a little, like you said, it took a little bit on the practicability.
Yeah.
But obviously you're saving loads of fuel. I guess your car tax is not the same because we're the E-Class car tax like £1 million or something a month.
Yeah, 50 odd quid a month.
It was crazy, your car tax. So has your car tax dropped as well? Your fuel's dropped?
Yeah.
Insurance?
Yeah. The insurance ain't dropped that much. I think it's probably dropped by about £400 in the year. Not much.
Yeah, but to be honest, though, mate, that's still like, 40 quid a month over the 10 months?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So still dropped a bit, like...
I can't fault it. Can't fault it.
Insurances, mate, now at the moment. One of the main gripes that people message me about at the moment is insurance. I'm quite lucky. I haven't got my renewal till May this year. So I still haven't hit the big insurance quotes. But some of the lads are messaging me saying they've been hit with like high insurance quotes, you know what I mean? So when Mick's got in a settle car now, that's not his problem, do you know what I mean? So he's all right. But yeah, I've been told by so many people now the insurance is just out of control now. Do you know what I mean? Someone messaged me this morning about they're going on Uber Eats, and even Uber Eats insurance is like under the 60 quid a month with Zigo. And that's
I've
to
got
deliver food.
I've got an insurance story for you if you want it.
Yeah, go on, mate.
So just
Mick, before you do, can I ask you something? Why have you gone to car? You might have mentioned it. Why have you gone to car, not gone for another bus?
because I feel now, I don't want to really. I probably want to do more Uber. If I'm totally honest with you.
Or Alpha. Whoa, that's a good point. You
Why
went
is
to
that?
Alpha in the bus. Are you going to flip an Alpha in the settle car? Or are you going to go back to Uber?
Or both?
I'll be totally honest with you, I already switched Uber back on.
Drama.
The
Why?
the only reason being is I felt like I was sitting around too much
On Alpha.
on Alpha.
It's not as busy enough, is it?
I just
Yeah, that's a problem. Uber's took all Alpha's clients, haven't he? That's a problem.
I did feel like because like there was an instance where my mate had, like he's still on Uber and I spoke to him regularly. I'd come out. Yeah, it was a Sunday on a January.
Yeah.
But I'd come out, been out about 3 hours and done like 45 quid on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
And he'd come out 2 hours after me and his first hour done 40 quid.
Really?
Yeah, he got lucky, don't get me wrong, because he got a job out to Kirby and then got a bus job back. But knowing the fact that he'd come out and done an hour and done 40 quid and I've been grinding for 3 hours for 45 quid.
Ah, yeah, I get you. See, it's a bit,
Like,
doesn't it?
oh, yeah, like I say, can you judge it off that one little incident? Because I don't know what he done or finished on after that, on his shift after that, but
But you've come back to Uber.
so I ended up, the next shift, I ended up switching Uber on, which was on it must have been last weekend now. I'm trying to think when it was. The next shift that came out, I said to myself, I'm going to put 2 of them on, and the first one that offers me a job, I'll leave that one on.
Oh,
And
I get you. So you're going to let that decide who you're going to work for that day?
well, that day I did, yeah. And then now I'm like, I think that was one of my last shifts as well, what I've done. Now I've gone back into a car, and it's a hybrid. I think Uber's the place to be, isn't it?
All right, someone's commented on TikTok, annoying echo. Guys, can anyone else hear the echo? Can someone hear like the voices repeating? Because I just don't want it on the final podcast, guys. So if you can let me know in the comments if there's any voices or any feedback going from our mics, please. To go to the comments while we're just waiting for replies. Don't forget this is delayed, by the way. Mick has finally gone to the dark side from Andy Neri. A lot of taxi drivers do their own cars to keep the labour cost down. That's correct. Starting with Alpha soon. Definitely won't be working for Uber. They are destroying the taxi industry 100%. Good on you, mate. How big is
I
the job?
wanted to answer that one. What Liva said about a lot of drivers do the
Go
work
on,
on
mate.
the cars. I don't think a lot do they?
I don't.
I don't think a lot do. But the only reason I'll tell you the reason why I do is because simply
You know what you're
I
doing.
like it. I enjoy it. One. And then another one is that I haven't got a trustworthy garage that I just go to or no.
Don't do have your pants down, don't they, as well?
And then it's not just the labour cost as well. Look what happened to Matty. Places places also make money on you through parts, not just labour.
A lot of money on the parts.
Well,
That's in the past, Matt, now. I got a refund on that, so.
yeah, but
You know what I mean?
we had this discussion when it happened, didn't we?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
echo from the green guy in the background. Are you sure it's not his kid? Because his kid might be in the background, but an echo. Mick, have you got your feedback? Have you got your mic and earphone set up? Is your volume coming out of your mic?
It's coming out of my speakers, but I've always had it like that.
So
Yeah.
I haven't got an echo.
No, wait there. So other people saying there's no echoes at all. And then someone just said I can hear a little kid. Yeah, but that's just Mick's kid. Do you know what I mean? That's just one
my
of them.
little
innit?
lad's behind me, like.
Yeah, no, that sounds. It might grumpy. It might just be his kid in the background mumbling. But it's one of them guys. We're all dads and now we can't be helped with it. Do you know what I mean? So loads of taxi garages in Liverpool as well, Mick. Yeah, it's a big dilemma. Local versus Uber isn't it, and it's changing all the time. A lot seem to prefer Uber. See, the problem you've got, right, is a lot prefer to do Uber, but then moan about Uber, but won't do anything about the Uber.
About it.
Do you know what I mean? And that's the issue. Like, I haven't been going out on Uber recently because it's doing me head in. So I just haven't been going out on it and trying to find other ways around it. At the moment, I'm just skint, but I just can't face it. It's doing me nothing. Oh, sorry, mate, I missed this one, Wayne, on YouTube. Mick, if you don't mind me asking, Mick, what are you paying for the 23 plate? Settle.
23. 240, I think.
Is it 240 now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that insurance
Ah.
and maintenance or not? Like
Yeah,
everything?
Everything in, yeah.
And
What happens
there's
if
still
you get-
valeting as well, Mick?
Yeah, they do the valeting every week. You got to take it in.
Yeah, spot on, mate, honestly. But when I settled off them, I think it was 220, 230. Oh, yeah, wait there. Vicky's changed his name. Chris Seal. We got to remember that Chris Seal is the legendary Vicky who always comments. All right, Chris.
Finally took the plunge and made himself an account.
Instead of using his wife. Nice one, Chris. And I recognise your surname. Martin, one of our members. Morton, Mark needs a cap as well. Are you trying to slate that he's got no hair, or the fact that he just hasn't got a cap on?
He just likes to show his bald head off.
You guys up north can afford your Hugo Boss and Under Armour. Us in London can't afford this stuff. What do you mean, the 20 quid Under Armour t-shirt? I've got Colombiana on, I think it was like 2 for 25 quid from Thingy. But yeah, if you're that hard up, lad, and you got to shop, get your club at a Tesco, do something about it.
Yeah, and I got this from the. I nicked it from some. You know, when you get them charity bags, you leave it outside your house. I rummaged through it. That's how I got it.
Hey, us Northerners have been robbing from charity bags. Oh, classic. Yeah. Apologies that we're wearing branded club out. We don't want to rub our absolute success in front of you. Oh, God. Funny. I love a Southerners. Is Mick settling? Why? Oh, Chris has missed out. So just to summarise, Chris, because you always comment, mate, Mick sold his bus. He actually got an okay price, $5,000 when we buy any car, and now he's settling. He's picking his car up in the beginning of Feb, and he's joining the dark side and becoming a car.
For a week.
Yeah, there you
You're
go.
still going to do airports in it? You are, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm still going to do car work. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Car work, airports and stuff, which, let's be honest, we've also spoke about that. There's enough of that to go around as well. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it dries off for a little bit, the car work when the kids break up in the summer. But there's outside of that, there's plenty, mate. There's plenty of car work that I can.
That's like that. People say to me, they got rid of the bus and all that. People say to me, got rid of the bus, but mate, I promise you, I'm shocking with bus work in the summer. Outside of the bus work, outside of the summer, hey, I'm doing car work in a bus.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Hello, Haas. Martin, that's not too bad at all. Making your valet to 25 quid a week, knock that off, settle. That's not a bad deal at all. He does well. Jack needs an Under Armour hat as well. You need an Under Armour hat to match your top, lad.
I'll get an LFC top instead.
Oh, no, don't bother.
I don't upset everyone, Mick. Do you know what I mean? Jesus Christ, lad.
Got lucky last night.
Cap cuts, Vince. Now then, mate. All right, Wolfie, if you want to join the WhatsApp group, mate, it's just part of my YouTube membership. Go to my YouTube channel and click join. Unfortunately, there's a paid membership, guys, but it's one of the perks you get. Plus, a lot of others. And also the new shop is launching as well, DM shop, and you can get 10% off the membership as well.
2 secs.
Yeah, no worries, kiddo. You can have 10% off the membership as well. Through 10% off the shop, sorry, through the actual membership as well. So it makes that sort of let one out. So me and Mark are going to solo it. I wish Uber can pay us more, but those greedy big nose small hats, won't let us. Yeah, it's up to him, mate. It's up to him. It's up to Uber. It's hard. Do you know what people do me head in is people kick off at Uber, don't they, Mark? I want to be paid more. Just do something about it. Stop crying about it. And if you don't like Uber, go and work at a local company. If you don't like local company, go and work for something else or go and do another job. Do you know what I mean?
Do
People
you know
kick
what I would
off
like
about
to
Uber
see?
doing what they do. It's their company. They can do
I
what they
know.
want.
Do you
Do
know
you know
what
what I
I'd
mean?
like to see?
I'm not a fan of Uber. I'm not defending Uber. Do you know what I mean? But go and get a job at Tesco, mate. But if Tesco's not paying you enough, what are you going to kick off at Tesco? You're going to pick it
Do you know,
outside Tesco or just go to Asda.
do you know what I'd like to
Do you know what I
see?
mean?
I'd like to see a percentage of how many Uber drivers are actually full time.
Yeah, that's a good point. I reckon Uber drivers will proper drop down to part time. Do you know
Because
what I mean? I know a PT. I know a
in your
PT lad, and he got PT, PT appointments
yeah
throughout the week, and he Ubers in between them and around them. Do you know what I mean? I reckon that's the type of thing Uber's going to be good for. Do you know what I mean?
yeah
I reckon Uber's going to be good for that. I reckon Uber's going to be that type of job that fits around you. You know what I mean? Uber does you around the airports, doesn't it? Uber does me around the airports, and obviously, wait, do you part time and you're moaning? What? What do you do, mate, other than Uber? I'd love to know. Martin, I'm self-employed. Either work it or don't. Simple. Don't complain. There's a lot of happy drivers out there. 100%, Martin. 100%, mate. And that's just the way. It's like anything, innit? You know what I mean? Hey, Netflix has just put up the sub. And Netflix is expensive. Let's pick at Netflix and let's fight them and stop charging us so much money. Or just go and sign up to Amazon or Disney Plus or MGM or Paramount. Do you know what I mean? And I think we all be happier in our lives instead of trying to meet up and picket and fight a multi-billion-pound company, worldwide company, by the way. They've been doing it to Americans for flipping years before they come over here. And then all Americans have tried to fight it. You can't fight a multi-billion-pound corporation,
no
unfortunately. Do you know what I mean? And that's just the way it is, unfortunately. And if drivers get together and set up a similar version of Uber, would you join? No, mate. Because we're not going to be able to compete. If you get 10 drivers to all throw in a hat and try and build up a company, you're not going to be able to
won't
compete with
happen, will
them.
it?
Hey, local companies who've been going for 15 years in Liverpool, right, who are absolutely probably £1 million companies now, are struggling to compete with Uber, mate. Honestly, the best thing you can do is crack on with Uber. If you don't like Uber, go and do something else, right, guys. Honestly, the amount of people. Oh, sorry, what you missed, Mick, is people are saying, they're complaining about the rates and stuff, and don't know what to do and all this. And it's sad. It is horrible, and Uber has changed massively over the years, and he is paying us less. They're charging the customers sometimes more and paying us a lot less, and it's changed, and we're gonna have to accept it or move on. Do you know what I mean? Unfortunately.
It is
And it's
that,
horrible.
and you've got to look at it as well now. It's they're driven towards. Right now, they're probably going to sit on. They're driven towards hybrids and electrics, aren't they? We've literally got to take that on the chin now.
Yeah.
Anyone that's
London
complaining that's
is
sitting
this
in
year,
the
Mick. I
What?
think London's this year, Mick. 2025.
Yeah,
I think that London this year, 2025, any new registered cars cannot be other than electric, I think now.
It's 30,
And
isn't it?
it's hard, it's horrible. I've been doing Uber for years and I've seen it decline. Do you know what I mean? The way I think going forward, I think Uber going forward, like people who go Uber's great, I love it. The rates are great and everything else is they've signed up in the last 3 months. Do you know what I mean? So in another 2 years, yeah, everyone who's worked for Uber in a new way won't know any other difference. So they'll be happy and going forward at resound, do you know what I mean? Yeah, the horse is bolted and politicians have let it happen. Yeah, you bang on, mate.
the end of the day, I know that some of the prices will go. You'll look at and you'll reject them and blah blah blah. Yeah, fair enough, but we're still going out there and we're still earning a living wage off it.
Yeah.
To be totally honest, more than a living wage.
Yeah, don't know about that.
You will.
On Uber.
I'm telling you. If you stick 40 hours in your taxi, you will come home with it at least 800 quid.
£20 an hour.
You reckon you can hit £20 an hour average over a 40-hour window?
Every week.
We've had this conversation. I don't think you
I
can.
don't reckon you can.
You look at your mate Mark, who does Uber all the time. Never fails to get 2 ton a day.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
forget, we've talked about Sheffield and how untouched paradise it is. Because the Wolves can't work there on Uber.
But
We've talked about it.
Do you know what? You probably could. It all depends. He's been doing it years, so he knows the trade inside out. He knows what hours to go out. So he comes out at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. So he's done 100 quid by 9 o'clock. Do you know what I mean?
Telling you can.
Live as put, is that working Friday, Saturday nights, Mick? Yeah, you won't be able to run on Monday to Friday, jobby. But obviously, taxis are not on Monday and Friday, a Monday and Friday job. Do you know what I mean? But I want to point out there, quick, on the comments. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name, mate. So because minimum wage goes up in April, will Uber prices go up too? Nope, because we're self-employed.
If anything, it'll go.
Yeah, but what's got because obviously we're self-employed, matey. That doesn't affect us, and all Uber cares about is giving the customers a lovely cheap fare, and then paying the customers, the drivers, as little as they can and take as much as they can. Do you know what I mean? 240 quid done yesterday in 9 hours on a local firm. Brilliant football, smashed it, mate.
But what percentage do you have to give back on that?
When I get back to work, I'll prove it to you that you can do
Right,
it.
do you know what I want to do, Mick? I'm not even messing, and I'll do a video over it, right? I'm going to record your results, right? What I want you to do is, I want you to just do a maximum. Well, you can do more than, obviously, the hours. But once you hit 37 hours, yeah, which is the average full-time time, yeah? Once you hit 37 hours in your car in Liverpool, yeah? I want to know the shifts you worked, and as soon as you hit the 37 hour, we're going to see how much you've earned, and we'll take off all your expenses and see what you can do.
We'll
And
do
see
it.
if you're on minimum wage or not.
I promise you.
You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, that'll be prioritising weekends,
right?
yeah.
Here's my plan of hours as well when I start
on.
in my car. It's dropping the kids off at school, which is about 8:45. Work until I
Doing
go and
10
get
hours.
them till about 2:30.
Yeah.
And then coming back, dropping them off. Probably spend about an hour with them and come back out about 4, 4:30 till about 7 at night.
And that's your plan Monday to Friday.
But
That's my
9 while
plan.
half 2
Monday to
in the
Friday.
dead hours.
And if
No
I've
chance, lad. You're averaging 20 hours. No chance, lad.
You'll
I
be you'll
can't
be
wait for
you'll
this
be
now.
lucky to earn between 12 and 17 pound in them hours an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, that was 100%. I reckon
Okay.
even less.
And that's because yous are probably looking at the screen going, no thanks, no thanks. But
No, mate, I promise you, mate. I
So
can't wait.
you're gonna well, because my area is different to yours, obviously, and as you know, I get like this morning. I must have been offered 10 jobs this morning, and I declined every single one of them because the nearest one I could have accepted was about 11 mile away.
My mate goes out. He says his aim is for 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. But he
12 hours.
always oversleeps and ends up getting out at 8 and working till 8. And
I
he
love it.
never, ever fails to make 2 ton, less than 2 ton.
8 a.m. till 6, so 10 hours a day.
8 till 8.
Oh, 8 till 8.
Yeah.
12
2
hours.
ton and 12
Obviously,
hours.
he has his little breaks and everything in between, so he'll probably
Yeah,
work
yeah,
out to probably
yeah.
about 10,
Yeah.
10 hours. Sometimes he
I was gonna
finishes a little bit early.
12 hours at 200 quid is not £20 an hour. You'd have to do 240 to hit your target, mate. So even your mate is not. Even your mate's not hitting it. I'm telling you, mate, it's not. It's not happening. I can't wait for this.
No, but why?
I can't wait.
Why
I
are we
reckon-
talking £20 an hour?
The way
Does
I
that
look
sound-
at it, if you did Monday to Friday, right, I reckon you'll probably do 1 day, 2 day maximum at £20 an hour. The other 3 days you'll be less than £20 an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
I intend to work Saturday and Sundays as well. I've got to have days off in there, haven't I, as well? So
Just to clarify, well, don't forget me. You're only doing 37 hours for the challenge. You probably get
have
done in
weekdays
3
off.
days,
I'll probably
look-
have weekdays off and work the Saturday, Sunday.
So for you to hit your 800 quid target, Mick, Yeah, to do 37 hours, you need to average £21.62 per hour
Before expenses.
before
Okay.
expenses to hit your target.
And then
Why
yours,
is it
what's
37
what's
now?
yours? 240 a week rent settle.
Why are we on 37?
Because we said the full-time rate, we talked about the full-time thing, didn't we? That's 37.5 hours is your full-time average.
Yeah, but if you got it obviously in full breaks and stuff, haven't you?
Oh.
Why haven't you?
No, all jokes aside, 40 hours then, Mick. We'll let you have dinners. It's a challenge, innit? So you got to do 40 hours and you think you can hit 800 quid in 40 hours. And I'm on about working. If you have an hour off for your dinner or you go home for an hour, that's not classed in your 40 hours.
Yeah.
I don't think. Let us know in the comments, guys. Do you think Mick could average £21 an hour?
What is it? 8 hours?
Average,
It's 8 hours. Most working
yeah,
shift
eight,
can't
eight,
do
eight
8 hours
hours,
a
5
day
days a week.
over 5 days, isn't it?
But don't
Yeah,
forget,
8 hours,
but
5
don't
days.
forget they have a 45-minute break in that unpaid.
No, that's where the 37.5 hours come from. So if you just do 8 hours, 5 days is 40 hours. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And see if you can do 800 quid in 40 hours. I can more or less guarantee you can't. But it'd be interesting. I'd love to do it. And we'll do a video on it, guys. We'll do a video on it. Martin thinks £21 an hour average is easy doable.
So that's
But
coming
as
from
an
him.
example, guys, hey, this morning I went online 40 minutes in the morning rush and didn't get an offer. So it depends, loads of things. The good thing with Mick, and I know where he lives, and he is a lot busy area than myself. But yeah, it'd be such an interesting thing to do, wouldn't it?
So no, if you twist, the thing is, if you
I'll even do
like Mick was saying, I reject
video
quite a lot of
Matty.
jobs.
Sorry, Mark. What?
I'm just saying, I reject a lot of jobs. My acceptance rate 6%.
Yeah.
Right. So obviously, 94% of jobs that I get offered to me, I just don't do. But if you accept every single job, it probably is doable. But you'll be driving like 8 miles just to do a £4 job.
That's what you can't accept. You just physically cannot accept every job. You can accept every job that's within a mile or two of you. Do you know what I mean? But the job I went online this morning, didn't I? And one of my jobs, it was 3 mile away, going a mile for £3.60. In all the planets on flipping Mars, you can't accept every job on Uber no more. You just can't. Do you know what I mean? And then I had another job offer. It was 5 miles away, going like 2 mile or 3 mile for £8.
No, I'm
You
gonna
just financially can't do that. Do you know what I mean? So what I always do when I do go out on Uber is just any job within a mile or two of me, I'll just accept and do it. Do you know what I mean? Like treat it like a normal local company. Anything past 2-3 mile, it's got to be worth me while to run to. Do you know what I mean? So no, unfortunately, Mick, when he goes out, he can't accept every job because some jobs will be silly and a bit far away. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, you just got to work smart.
I'll put it on now. I want to see what job offer I get.
I'm on 15 hours of 339 quid. Is that on Uber? And is that driving time or online time, mate? Because there's a big difference. What's your obsession with £20 an hour? It's just a target, mate. So also, because what we've talked about in the past, and Mick's going to test it, is if you can do the same hours in Uber as a full-time job. Local companies won't even offer you jobs at miles rate, telling you, Natalie. Oh, man, I can't wait for this, you know. I can't wait. No, he's going back on Uber, mate. He's done with Alpha. Chris has just put his Mick staying on Alpha or Uber or double app.
I'm not double apping. I'd never double app. If I was double, when you say double apping, I could I'll do you class that as me going out switching Alpha on one day and then going out and switching Uber on the next day?
That's sound, nah. I think double apping is like having both apps on
No.
at the same time.
I'll give you an example.
Can't do that. It's just I'll be honest. I've put Uber on because I've been curious, and it just confuses you more than anything. You're either working one or you're working the other.
It is a nightmare. I did it yesterday. I thought I didn't have any private, so I thought I'll put the local one on. I put Uber on. I did one. one local, and I think I did about 10 Ubers.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
a
do that
nightmare,
when I get my car. I'll smash that challenge.
Oh, but honestly, I promise you, I can't wait. But you've got to proper log your hours, don't Mick?
I'll do videos for you.
What?
I'll do videos for you.
Yeah.
though. Oh,
Mick,
So I'll do I'll do the
I don't
start of
reckon
the week, and then I'll do like the middle of the week,
this
and
will
then
be Mick at the beginning of the week. I'm
and then
ready
my
for
last
it. Come
and then my
Friday.
last shift.
I can't be doing it anymore.
Do you know what though? Mick's gonna be happy with. He's been driving a minibus, manual diesel, for so long. He's gonna be in a hybrid 23 plate Kia automatic. He's gonna be like that. You know that gif you've seen with the two fellas in the car when they're like that? Mick's gonna be like that all day, ain't he? How much you on? £4 an hour? I don't care. I'm in an auto.
Yeah, that's
100%.
you saying. I'll be like that at the end of it. I'll be like, come on, give me another 40 hours. I'm used to a manual diesel.
Oh, mate. I'll just go for the comments there quick, guys, because there's a bit bulking out of it. My mate does Uber, did £1,300 on 50 hours last week, average £26 an hour. Football, is that driving time, no, mate? Because a lot of people spread this information about 1,300 quid on 50 hours, and realistically, it might be 70. Do you know what I mean? Because driving time is not the same, mate.
Chris is putting a verses up there for the same week.
Nick, I challenge you to do the same with one call.
I challenge you to do the same with one call.
You see local drivers parked up all the time. Yeah, mate. And you think I do Uber because of the comfort, exec, and priority. That's true. You do get your perks. If you're in like an executive car or whatever, then you do get your extra little things on top of Uber, don't you? You're self-employed, you can work for everyone. That's
Chris
correct,
mean he'll challenge me and he'll do the same on one call? Or does he
No, I think it means just challenge you to do
do
it
it?
again.
Challenge
Yeah,
me
I
to
think
do
so.
it on one call?
Wait there, live has put, I reckon you could do this challenge as well, Matty. But you really think I could do 37 hours on Uber?
You can't even do 37 minutes. Flipping heck.
I think
Lad,
it was,
honestly,
I think 37 seconds was his
Like this morning on the WhatsApp chat. Right, let's go, guys. Half hour later, going home. I've not left me drive.
Oh, it's always funny, right? It was my shortest shift. It was 4 minutes, wasn't it? I went in, I went
Yes.
online, and I heard the tune of Uber. You know when you log in, I went, oh.
Yeah, he's putting the verses up. He's not saying I do one call. He's putting the verses.
Ah, Chris, this sounds like a challenge, my man. Like, Chris, do us a favour, mate. Email me. Email address is on drivermatty.com. And, yeah, we'll sort something out. But what you call it? Yeah, so logged on time. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Where is he as well? Is he in Liverpool? Why are loads of taxi plates from Wolverhampton and Liverpool? Because to be honest, mate, a lot of people, instead of getting the plate in Liverpool, they've been getting advised by local companies to go to Wolverhampton because it's quicker and cheaper and easier. So a lot of people from Wolverhampton plate in Liverpool are actually people from Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? But the issue is you get a lot of Wolverhampton drivers driving here from Manchester and surrounding areas to work, and you can't tell the difference. So it's a bit of a blend. When you see a Wolverhampton plate, it's a bit of a blend. It could be from Liverpool born and bred, or it could be from an out of town driver coming to work the match or whatever. But a lot of people tarnish the Wolverhampton driver for coming here and working, but it's actually like a scouser who's just been ill-advised. Do you know what I mean? Because you're always better to get licensed with your local company. Always your local council. Do you know what I mean? It is. It's always advised. Do you know what I mean? Time for follows and likes on TikTok. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you for the gifts. Time for the likes. Argyle don't accept Wolves. Fair play. I didn't know that. So the thing with that, obviously, Argyle doesn't accept Wolves, so they're like kind of doing well. But also they don't accept Wolves because they might not have an operator's license. Do you know what I mean? But Alpha has an operator's license for Wolves, but what I've been told by the lads at Alpha that they only take on Wolverhampton drivers if their address is Liverpool, if they live in Liverpool. They won't take out of town Wolverhampton drivers to work Alpha. I worked all morning till now. I only did one priority job. Going to start my office job, hoping I can make the rest up. Good luck, mate. I have a Stockport plate. I work in Liverpool. Much better work in Liverpool than Manchester. No comment.
Yeah, no comment. I thought that as well.
Oh man, I don't get it. Why drive 30 miles to work somewhere? And by the way, I've dropped off from Manchester and I drive straight home. I don't work Manchester, but I've actually seen Manchester and I've been well logged on. You get follow-on jobs, you get pings. Do you know what I mean? Why drive here? Oh, I was a passenger once in an Uber and he got in the car and he was dead open. He was signed, the fella, like, and he went, yeah. You know, I'm from here, whatever, Rochdale or something like that. Drive to Liverpool and work every day. And he had like 15,000 trips on his app. And since he started working, he lives in Manchester. Since he started, I just thought it's 15,000 jobs from a local, like a local lad. Do you know what I mean? That this one driver's took. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I know. But we're all self-employed. We can work whenever we want. Blah, blah. Apparently, Alpha on Whittle, we're recommending Wolves plates. Yeah, mate, because Alpha have bought a little company on the Whittle, mate. So yeah,
Busy in
yeah.
the Whittle, Alpha.
What?
They're busy in the Whittle, Alpha.
Like an Alpha fighting with Argyle now for the Whittle.
They are fairly busy. Every time you're out on Alpha, there's jobs on the bid screen for the Whittle. Every time, though. They do your head in.
Who?
The jobs on the bid screen for the Whittle when
Oh,
you're
do
on
they?
Alpha. Yeah.
Oh, because you see them while you're in Liverpool.
Constant. Yeah, you see them while you're in Liverpool.
Oh yeah, Wolfie's joined the membership. Thank you for joining the membership, Wolfie. Much appreciated. Tesla Taxi, whoever's saying they've done £240 in 9 hours yesterday is lying. 9 times 26 every hour. It didn't happen. Mate, the only way they've done that is if they had a flipping, I don't know, £100 Birmingham, then a Birmingham back to Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? It's gotta be lucky as well, love. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, football's football. Text, believe what you want. But don't forget, I'm pretty sure he said he's on the locals though, which is doable because obviously you're gonna pay commission on that. But yeah, as well, don't forget, you can be local. I've been out and done £100 in the first 3 hours in the morning rush, or I've gone out in the morning rush and done £25. Do you know what I mean? It is just right place, right time, and sometimes you can have a dead lucky day. It's not a true representation of every day. Do you know what I mean? So what he's saying there, Tesla Taxi, he could be telling the truth, but then it doesn't mean he's doing that every single day to shift. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's where the big difference is. To have all the likes and follows on TikTok, much appreciated. Do you know what I mean? So, do you agree with that, like, guys? It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. You can come
Yeah.
out. You can be lucky. You can come out and be unlucky. Sometimes it is all literally about right place, right time, isn't it?
Because we've talked about this, about the balance between experience and luck. And it's like that. That is your experience and there's your luck. I reckon it's a little bit more luck than experience, but experience does help. Where you need to be at what time and whatever is a good place to pick up a drop off, etc., etc. But it is luck though. Do you know what I mean? Yes, lad, what do you think about Delta? They are good to work for. Delta's a solid company, mate. They've been going for years. And yet they're a solid company, mate. They are. Random number games. Yeah, honestly, RNG, that's correct, mate. RNG, that's an game in term, isn't it?